So if you didn't know, there's a lot of films to be excited for that are coming out in 2020. And I'm here to share the films I'm most excited for. Now let's not waste any more time and let's begin. So the first film I'm pretty excited for is The Kingsman. I really enjoyed both of the Kingsman movies. I enjoyed The Secret Service a lot more than The Golden Circle, but I still found The Golden Circle pretty enjoyable. This film looks really cool. It has a lot of cool looking action. I think the World War I setting is going to be really interesting to explore. And the cast also has me very excited. I'm hoping that it's not too similar to the other two movies, but I'm not too worried about that considering the setting, and it just looks like a very fun time. Now, the next film I'm excited for is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, this film had a little bit of controversy for the terrible design of Sonic, but that was fixed. He actually looks like Sonic now. He doesn't look like this monstrosity, but that doesn't mean the film is actually going to be good, considering the track record with video game movies. Most of them are pretty bad, but this one, I'm just excited to see the end result, considering all the controversy and buzz around the film. I hope it's a good time. Jim Carrey's Eggman looks pretty interesting. The CGI looks really good now that they fixed Sonic, and I'm just hoping that it's not bad, because most video game movies are bad, and I have hope, but not too much hope. I'm more curious than excited, I guess, but we'll see. So the next film I'm excited for is Tenet, directed by Christopher Nolan. It's hard to not be excited for this one, because Christopher Nolan has directed so many great films: Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Inception. This guy's track record is really good, so I have high hopes for this one. The trailer was very intense, it got me really excited. It didn't give too much away, and the cast looks really good as well. Don David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Michael Caine, Elizabeth Debicki. I really can't see a reason to not be excited for this film. Next film is Wonder Woman 1984. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. It's not perfect, it's not as good as people say it is, but I still really enjoyed it. Gal Gadot is really good as Wonder Woman. The 1984 setting looks pretty interesting, and I'm excited to explore that. Steve Trevor's back, which I'm a little concerned about. I don't want them to just shoehorn him in here just because it's Steve Trevor. I hope there's an actually good reason for him to be back, and I hope his return actually serves the story, and I'm really excited. The next film I'm excited for is A Quiet Place Part 2. I really like the first one. I think it's very unique and fresh, and I think the cast is great. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt do a great job, and I'm happy that John Krasinski is back to direct this one. The trailer was pretty good. It didn't show too much, and I just hope it doesn't suffer from sequelitis like a lot of films do, but I do have faith. I hope it has just as many scary moments as the first one did, and I just hope the overall quality of the film is on par with the first one. Next, I'm gonna talk about Ghostbusters Afterlife. The trailer for this film didn't really feel like a sequel to the first two Ghostbusters. It felt really unique and fresh, and that's why I'm excited for it. The cast looks pretty good. Finn Wolfhard, Paul Rudd, McKenna Grace. It's kind of like Ghostbusters and Stranger Things collided, and that has me very excited. Next is Black Widow. Now, honestly, I wasn't too keen on the idea of a Black Widow film happening, but it's a Marvel film, so I'm excited for it, naturally. The action looks really good. Scarlett Johansson is a great actress, and I really like her as Black Widow, so that's going to be good as well. I'm excited to see the rest of the cast. David Harbour's a great actor, and I think he's going to do a great job in this film. Florence Pugh as well. I really enjoyed her in Fighting With My Family, so I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. Next up is The Gentleman, directed by Guy Ritchie. This film looks full of character and style, and it just looks really interesting. The cast is stacked. Charlie Hunnam, Matthew McConaughey, Henry Golding, just a bunch of talented actors and actresses that I think are going to play off each other really well. And the film looks pretty comedic as well. It looks like a good blend of action and comedy, and it just looks like a really fun time. Next, I'm going to be talking about The Eternals. The Eternals is another MCU film, and this one takes place in space. It's another cosmic MCU film, and that has me really excited because I think the cosmic side of the MCU is really intriguing. And the cast for this film is honestly so good. Kit Harington, Richard Madden, Angelina Jolie. With such a large variety of actors in this cast, I think the chemistry between all the characters is going to be really good. I don't know too much about the Eternals. I don't think a lot of people do, and that just adds to the mystery, and it just makes me more excited for the film. Now, my most anticipated film of 2020 is Last Night in Soho. Now, this film is directed by Edgar Wright, and he directed one of my favorite films of all time, Baby Driver. That film is honestly like nearly flawless in my opinion, so that already has me on board for this film. It's supposed to be a horror film, which an Edgar Wright horror film seems really intriguing, and on top of that, Anya Taylor-Joy is in the film, and I think she's a great actress. I really liked her in Split and Glass, and I think she has a lot of talent. So her working with Edgar Wright has me super excited. And I think they're going to deliver something really good. I'd love to know what films you're excited for, so remember to drop a comment and make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.